Okay, I wanted to show you very quickly how to edit the Enspiral handbook. This is the GitHub method. So GitHub holds all of the files that make up our handbook, and it's got a system in place so that we can manage the way that we do updates to it. So I'm on github.com/enspiral/handbook, and I'm logged in. You'll have to create an account if you don't already have one. And I want to propose some changes to the handbook. So the first thing I've got to do from Enspiral handbook is press fork. And then it will say, where do you want to fork this to? And I'll say just to my own personal account. So that's what you want, is just fork it to yourself. So now I've got a copy of the whole Enspiral handbook, and it's my own version that that no one else needs to worry about. So I can edit things to my heart's content. So to change stuff in the handbook, I can either add a new file, which I'll need to do sometimes, or quite frequently I'll want to edit stuff. So here's a file, and I can edit it with this edit button here, and that will give me a boring plain text editor, and it supports Markdown, so that when I go preview, you can see the green here means these are additions, and the preview shows you what your formatting is going to look like. So I could actually go, what if I remove that line altogether and go demo, preview changes. So it says the red, I've ripped out that bit and I've added these bits here. So once I'm happy with those changes, I can commit them. So that means my version of the handbook has now been updated, but the Enspiral version of the handbook hasn't been. So if I go back to my version and click new pull request, what this is doing is it's saying, here's the Enspiral handbook, this is the canonical copy of the handbook, and this is my version of the handbook, and they're different. So this is, I'm the head and Enspiral is the base, and I'm saying please merge the head into the base. And I can see what's being proposed. It's rip out this text, so the red stuff means remove and green means add. So I removed a bunch of things and I added a bunch of things. And once I'm happy with that, and I'm like, yep, that's the stuff that I wanted to do, then I hit the big green create pull request button and say, this is a demo, please don't merge it. If this weren't a demo, you'd put a very helpful message in here that explains what is the proposed change that you want to make. So we press create pull request, and now you'll see I'm back over on the Enspiral handbook, and this has notified all of the maintainers of this handbook that you want to change it. And at this point, it's a good idea to leave the proposal sitting there, and then we can have a discussion about it. Like, is this a good change? It's maybe a good time to get some proofreading, but also if we're making a change to an agreement, that's actually a serious, we need a binding decision to make that change. So that's the time where you'd go over to Lumio and say, look, I'm proposing this change. I've ripped out this text and I've added this text, and I think it's ready to go. What do you think? And you'd get approval from the network before you make a change to the agreement. And then once we're satisfied that it's a good change, then we'll merge it in and the handbook will be updated.